Hey everybody, this is Zach, the broker of Zach Taylor Real Estate. Today, I want to cover 50 different ways to lead generate for new business as a real estate agent. So if you aren't familiar with the statistic, I'm a very numbers heavy guy. So what I like to view is 10% of people move every single year. It's actually a little bit more, but I just like to round down and say, hey, about 10%. And so the biggest thing with lead generation is everybody's always looking for the next lead, the next deal, the next listing. So how do we find it? And oftentimes a lot of agents are just looking for that first deal to get the ball rolling, because once you have a property, then you can start sharing it with everybody in your network. Maybe you pick up some more buyers from that, you run open houses, you get more clients. But how do we get the ball rolling, or how do we find that next deal? And so the biggest thing with lead generation, I like to tell all our agents, is everything can work, but nothing doesn't. And the way a lot of people get stuck is they start researching, well, how do I lead generate, or what do I do? And instead of just picking something and running with it, they kind of get analysis paralysis. So I want to give you 50 different ideas today. And really, I want you to pick 2 or 3 today and just multiply the effect. A lot of times too, somebody picks a lead source. And for example, we'll say door knocking, and they've door knocked one home today and say, Zach, it didn't work. The problem is we have to multiply our effect. We have to 10x rule. If you haven't read that book, that's a good example of what I'm talking about, is we really have to exponentially hit our lead source over and over and just dominate that type of lead source. So I've also drawn out the 3 basic concepts of real estate to get your sales business up and running. First is you have to lead generate. You have to do this every single day. Real estate oftentimes has a 90-day cycle. So if you don't lead generate today, oftentimes you're going to feel the effect 90 days from now. And so we want to lead generate every single day, make new connections, network, meet new people, get contact information. Step 2 is we want to put all that information into a database, some sort of central database. Some people use folders, Excel sheet. We offer a CRM system that can automate the follow-up for you. So put all these leads into a database. And the most important, and why it's underlined, is following up. I believe it's about 1 to 2% of sales are made on the first contact with somebody. So basically 99% of the time, any of these lead sources I'm about to give you, the first contact, they're going to say no. I equate it to asking somebody to marry you on the first date. It's not going to happen, right? So we have to follow up continuously. So here's the 3 basic steps. We know 10% of people move every single year. So let's figure out how can we build this big database, and the bigger it is, the more opportunities we have. And that's the final thing I'll say before I jump into this is oftentimes agents that are struggling, I ask to see their database, and there is a big correlation between the size of their database and how many deals they're doing. If I see, hey, I only have 5 people in a database that I'm following up with, that's potentially 0.5% deals every, or 0.5 deals every single year. Versus if you have a database of 100 people, now we might have 10 opportunities a year. Versus agents I've seen 1,000 people, and they have a lot of opportunities and they're closing a lot of business. So we have to grow the database. And here's how: 50 different ideas. I've done a lot of these, and so I'll kind of chime in different comments here and there of things that I've done and tried. Now, this is my own experience, so I definitely recommend trying something. And once you pick something too, I would really go all in on this. Learn it, watch other YouTube videos, master it, really learn from the best of the best in this lead source. Don't just try it for a day or 2 and then give up. Because a lot of times with these lead sources as well, you want to pick one and master it. And agents can get caught in this shiny object syndrome where, hey, 2 days I'm trying this, it didn't work. Next 2 days I'm doing this, next 2 days I'm doing this. It's almost like trying to learn a new sport. Like one day I'm going to learn football, then basketball, then baseball, then cricket, then volleyball, then tennis. Stick with your sport and master it. Become the master. Practice, practice, practice. Learn from the best. So let's jump into it. 50 ways to lead generate. Number 1, and I put this number 1 for a reason. Everything else is at a random order, but this is number 1 for a reason. Your sphere of influence, your family, your friends, people you know. This is going to be the biggest source of leads for everybody. And next one, for sale by owners. These are people already with their hand up raised that say, I want to sell their house. You can find them for free on Zillow, for example. Builders, if you can get in with a builder. General contractors. I did this in Florida. I have an awesome relationship with a general contractor, and he goes in, he remodels homes for people. They want kitchen renovation, bathroom renovations, and he's in front of a lot of homeowners, and he refers me a lot of them that want to sell their house, and that's why they're remodeling. So that's a really good contact as well. Expireds, you can even go back before pre-COVID days and look for older expireds, because the market has just skyrocketed with draw listings. You can create a free Google Maps profile. So you start ranking when people search in an area, realtor, Zillow leads, vendor relationships, roofer, AC, plumber. Again, same type of concept with the general contractors, but these people are helping homeowners every single day. So if we can build a massive vendor relationship list and value those relationships, help them out, they're in front of homeowners every single day. Divorce leads, probate leads, absentee owners, maybe they're out of state, so we can find those owners. Service like Sly Dial. So you can actually send automatic voicemails to a list that you've uploaded to them. You'll scrub it for the do not call list first, but then you can send out a massive voicemail to a wide range of people. Open houses, community events, getting out there, networking with people. Hobby groups. This is very easy one to plug into. This is activities that you already like doing. And so you can be surrounded by people that have similar mindsets, similar interests. I did this in Florida as well, joined a basketball group. There's about 30 guys that played every Tuesday and Thursday, just pick up basketball, sold a couple homes from there. Because again, I was in front of 30 people every Tuesday and Thursday. 10% of people move every year. That's 3 opportunities a year. Business professional networks, referral groups, Facebook, create a Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube channel. So any of these sources, and then we can start providing different information like what it's like living in Nashville, what it's like moving to Franklin, Tennessee, best place to eat in South Nashville. So you can create all these different content. It doesn't necessarily have to be real estate heavy all the time, but we can create different things. So we start picking up for those keywords. Google AdWords, Facebook ads, bold leads, OpCity, RedX, Vulcan 7. Some of these are different tools that have different lists you can either call on or follow up with. Pre-foreclosure leads, renters. You can canvas apartment complexes with mailers, flyers, door knocking. I did this in the very beginning because it was free. I didn't have a marketing budget, and I knew that was my target market was homeowners. First-time homebuyer class, any sort of class or knowledge to invite people over is really good. Cold calling, hand out 2 business cards a day. Now this is kind of old school, but it works, and it's so simple, but it's crazy the effect it can have. Is if you hand out 2 business cards a day, and obviously you can hand out more, but hand out 2 cards a day, and in return get 2 contact information from people a day. So you're getting contact information from 2 people per day. That's 60 people a month. That's 720 people a year. And so by year 2, now 10% of people move every year. We have a database of 720 people that we're following up with. We might have up to 72 opportunities the following year. So even if people find out, hey, my mom's an agent, or hey, I'm moving out of state, or I want to sell for sale by owner, you still have a lot of opportunities within this 700 person database. Billboards, client appreciation events, website leads, Facebook business page, corporate relocations. So partnering with different HR departments with different big companies. We have 2 agents that have done this, and they are doing really well. And the company contacts them and says, hey, we have an employee moving here from out of state. Can you help them find something? LinkedIn, farming a neighborhood, postcards, list source. It allows you to build targeted lists. I've done that before for different distressed owners. Look for downsizers. So you can target people on different, it doesn't even have to be list source, but you can look for homes that are 2 stories. Maybe the homeowners are a little bit older and they've owned for a while, so they have a lot of equity. They might be looking to downsize. For sale sign calls, when you start getting listings, putting signs in the yard, we're going to get calls off that. And with us specifically as a company, we forward any leads when you have a listing from Zillow, for sale sign, and they call the office, we forward them to you for free. Redfin, sold.com, volunteering, great opportunities. Video everything. Content is king, and I put create, give away free valuable content. So that's the last one of today, but I highly recommend content is king. I learned something the other day that one of the newest currencies is attention. And if you can demand a lot of attention from a lot of people, oftentimes financially, business-wise, you can be very successful. So how can we get those eyeballs? How can we get a lot of attention from people? How can we grow our local presence? And video is everything. Video, and you can post it on all these different sites, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, and we start posting content everywhere. So we start popping up when people search real estate agent, people Google us, look for reviews. We want to create the content, and we want to create it more than just a, hey, here's a picture of a spring cleaning list for people. Instead, maybe create a video saying, hey, have you guys checked your AC filter yet? Spring cleaning, here's how you do it. You go find the AC, you find the size, go to Home Depot, get the filter, swap it out, really easy. So create actual valuable content for people, not just kind of spammy stuff. Create things that people want and give it away for free. You can even say, what makes a home more valuable, and kind of put together statistically what different remodels increase a home value the most, or how to sell your home faster, how to get more money, whatever it is. Create valuable content. Hope this helps you guys out with brainstorming different ideas. Again, like I said in the beginning, just pick something and run with it. Don't try it for a day or two. Master it. Become the master of that thing that interests you and run with it. I have seen a lot of these different lead sources that I've provided, our agents are doing and they are thriving in. So I know a lot of this different stuff works. You just have to run with it. So I hope this helps you guys out. Let me know if you have any questions below, comment below. Also, if you're interested in checking out more about Sly Dial Real Estate, click the link below. And I'll see you guys next time.